Hey, this is Fix It John. Today we'll be doing an oil change on a '05 Honda Odyssey with 188,000. You can do it and I'll show you. Alright, here are some of the things we'll be using for our oil change on our Odyssey. Wix oil filter, part number 57356. And we'll be using SuperTech 5W20. And we have a little sticker we can make a little notation that we did change our oil at a certain mileage, and our oil filter ring. You'll need a 17 millimeter wrench to take the drain plug off. Alright, there's our little oil sticker. I'd go 4.5 thousand miles before the next oil change. With the newer engines, you really don't need to change any more often than that. Okay, doing a oil change on a Honda Odyssey, it's so low I can't get my big butt up under there. So you're going to need a floor jack or some sort of jack to jack it up, and put jack stands up under it to hold it up while you're under there changing. But when you do jack it up, you want to look for it's a transport hook, and you see that little round thing right there. I'll point to it right here. That's what the transporters use when they haul your new car on the trucks to deliver them at the dealer. That is where you want to put your jack stand, because that is stout, and you'll want to jack your, I'll show you. You want to jack it up, put it right in the center of that. Right there. Right there on that transport hook. Okay, we got it on there. We'll go on up with it. Now let me take you a little ride here. Here's your jack stand. You have a pinch point up under your car here. Let me back off. That's where you want to put your jack stand, right under that pinch point right here. Right in the center of that. And here's your front tire looking at it. The pinch point is just under your door, front part of your door. And you have one on both sides. Can you tell that it's sort of a little different than anywhere else? And you'll have one on the back too, a pinch point. And if you're working up under that, you'll need to put a jack stand there too. Oh, there's the pinch point on the driver's side. We're just right behind the tire. Okay, when you lower the jack, you want to lower it slowly till it meets your jack stands. So just let it down easy. And I still have my floor jack up under the tow hook. And I can see the other floor jack nestled in that pinch point. So we're good. Now this is, oh yeah, this is the oil filter the other people did. So it's probably some generic cheap oil filter. And like I said, they put 1030 in it. It looks like they beat the nut up too, man. Ooh my. Look at that. Look at that drain plug nut. Let's hope everything's in good shape still. They just beat the holy crap out of that. All right, let's see if my wrench still fits it. And we'll take a look at beating up at. Let's hope they didn't strip the threads. Stripping the nuts, one thing, stripping the threads, bad. I think I broke it there, I broke it loose. They put 1030 in it when it should have had 520. It's not good for your engine. Remember, it's okay to take the oil filter off with a filter wrench, but when reinstalling it, just use your hand and it'll just let it drain. This came from an oil changing place. Okay, this is what we have here. Like I said, my wife took it in to have it done because we were a little short on time and we needed to get it done. But this is what they did to the oil plug nut. They just burred it all up and stripped it all up. And the threads appear to be okay. That is the main thing right there, that the threads aren't stripped out. And like I always do, I always use the cheap motor oil. I've told you that 100 times. I'm doing what I always do. Add oil to my oil filter to get it into the engine quicker. And this takes a few more minutes, but it's easier on the engine. Now I've done this 100 times. The manual calls for 4.5 quarts of oil. I put 4.5 quarts of oil in it, and it always, I'll lubricate the gasket before I install it. You don't want it to grab and pinch and get knotted up and twisted up and come off. Otherwise you will have a major leak. Because the manual calls for 4.5 quarts. Every time I add 4.5 quarts, I'm always almost a half a quart low. And let's don't forget to take a peek down your oil funnel before you use it. You don't want dirt and more, you don't want to add dirt that's not there. All right, I think you can see the oil filter housing. So what I like to do is take a fairly clean rag and wipe the outer edge of the where the gasket mates up to the housing, and just clean, make sure there's no dirt and debris on there. Get on there without falling off. And come on there. There she's threaded. Give it a good snug. Okay, looking from the rear of the engine, we're going to install the drain plug. And there again, I like to wipe it off, make sure it's clean with the new washer, and not beat up the drain plug. And we'll tighten this down. And you don't have to kill this one either. All right, what I like to do while I'm under here is this frame here. It just drips oil all over it when you drain the when you take off the oil filter. So I like to wipe this off. See the oil on it? Clean it best I can, and that keeps from dirt and debris and from collecting up under this frame or dripping out on your driveway. That was a bad design. All right, we're gonna add our 5 quarts of oil and all right, one more thing I like to do before I check the oil is for good is to let it run for a few minutes. And we'll do that right now. Okay, I gave it a couple minutes here, 2-3 minutes. Let's see what our oil looks like. Now the book calls for 4.5. Every time I put 4.5 in it, it was short. My hand's still shaking. Right there, right up to the top of the crosshairs. So 5 quarts of oil. That's what it takes. Otherwise, you'll be low, a half quart. So, don't forget, guys, I'm Fix It John. Like this video, like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.